Hey everyone. I hope some people come through. This is short notice. It's been several months that I have been on my channel. I think I've lost like 3 followers. Hi. How's everyone doing? So I'm hoping someone's going to come through and say that they can hear me. I have this wonderful microphone and I'm hoping the volume is good. So, yeah. Hey, everybody. So I'm kind of watching my Instagram too, and see what's going on. See what's up. And see what's happening. So welcome. I'm Kim Ainari. You are on Paradigm Theory's channel. And it has been an extremely long time. And it's probably why I've lost some followers. Well, I'm trying to gain followers, but if you're not consistent for some people on YouTube, it's really hard to stay with that particular channel. It's hard for me to be proactive on here all the time. I do have a job, only have so many days off, and I want to spend time with family and friends and just kind of get going on this, right? So what's up, everyone? Hey. So this channel, and I didn't announce to some people that I was going live, but some people might be interested. Let me see if I can on my X, and let some people know. A lot of people work during the day. Mark, what's up? Hi. Okay, I'm live on my YouTube channel. Let's see if my other friend, if she is around. So hello. Hi. So I'm not sure what I want to talk about. I'm sitting up here drinking my coffee, love, and in the future, I'll probably, if I don't have anything going on tomorrow, I may be live again and then not be live for the next couple of days because I have to go back to work. And so, what is this channel about? Hey, Ma, what's going on in Egypt? Hey, I was hoping my other friend in Slovenia would be joining as well. It's fun. Mock, if you know of any other people in Egypt that would like to kind of watch my channel, hey, send them the link. Yes, we are live. So hi. What's up? Yes, I'm live here. And it is, what time is it? It is 10:31 a.m. in the morning. It was really hard for me to get up. And I was like, oh my goodness. I had to go to the grocery store, which I forgot an item. How do I forget to get cream for my coffee? I'm trying to figure out. Hi, how do I forget cream in my coffee? And so I had to get up, and I knew I was going to be going live today. And I, kind of don't want to look like crap. And I wanted to just come on and look cute, throw some lipstick on, kind of look decent, because I'm not on here a whole lot. But that might be changing. I don't have a whole lot of bandwidth. I don't feel like I want to pay extra because I'm not on here that much. And then my son is so busy. Our schedules are so different. They're different. And unless we're both off on a holiday, I could possibly pay him to help his mom get situated with her channel. Because he is he does IT, and he's amazing, and I'm so proud of him, and I wish I could talk more about what he does, but he works for a company out of Nellis Air Force Base here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and everything he does is classified. I can't even ask him nothing. Zero. So it's interesting. I feel like with my son, it has come full circle with him being an IT engineer. And I don't know, my whole thing with this channel, you have to look at the description of the things that I'm interested in. And some of the things that I'm interested in may offend some people, your religion, your beliefs. And so I'm going to throw this, when I'm done with this live broadcast, I'm probably going to be doing some other things on my other channel that I don't have enough viewers, so I can't go live on there. So, but I'm going to start doing some tarot card readings, and I'm going to kind of like get into yes, Mock. Hi. So I met this great person, Mock, on Instagram. He has horses. He's in Egypt, and you're amazing. And I'm hoping that we can talk more. I'm not always on Instagram. Obviously, I'm not here on YouTube. And I'm hoping to, with my social media platforms, to be a little bit more personal next year. Fingers crossed, guys. Next year in Los Angeles, California. I'm looking at some conventions, conferences. I am into unidentified flying objects. I am into UFOs. I am into strange phenomena, ghosts, and paranormals. I became a Reiki master next month will be 10 years. I love to heal. In fact, I'm going to be going to a Reiki meditation circle. I do believe in meditation. I am not religious. I was baptized Catholic, and I went to Catholic school for 12 years, and I got out of it. And I got out of it because I didn't like all the stuff that was going on with some of the priests and the young children. And I said, me and my brother were like, we're done. So I'm a very spiritual person. I believe, oh man, this earth, this planet that we are on is an amazing planet, right? What else is out there, guys? I feel there's more to this planet than just us little humans. And we have gotten off of it. We have gotten off of Earth, and we have looked down. We've seen this blue planet, and it's got a lot going on, good and bad. And everyday people that feel that they can't help this planet or themselves, I feel meditation and spiritual belief will help you leave and get off this planet. I feel like we're all connected. Every human being, every animal, plant, insect, the solar system, the sun, our father, the sun, right? We just had a full moon. And that full moon, this past Saturday, I didn't get to sleep. And I had to get up to go to work on Sunday, this past Sunday. And I call the moon a she, just like I call Earth a female. And I felt the moon goddess kept me awake. I didn't get to bed till like 1 a.m. and I'm an early bird and I had to get up and go to work and I was extremely tired on Sunday, but I did my job and it was a great day for me. So we get this connection. Hey, Mark, thank you for joining. We get this connection from everything. You know, what is this? What is this? The frequency. Are you on a high? Are you on a low frequency? Are you having a good day? Are you having a bad day? Do you wake up in the morning and just like, okay, I woke up. Nothing happened in my sleep, because do you go to a different dimension? Where do we go? You know, some people believe in heaven and hell. I believe there's more to it than that. I believe you create wherever you feel your spirit, once it leaves this avatar body, and you go, and you can go anywhere. If you want to explore other planets and solar systems within your spirit and you leave this earth, what's stopping you? And I've heard that a lot of people were like, well, I don't know how to do that. I believe, like I said, we're connected. So when you are meditating and you're on deep thought and prayer, and it's scary for people to even hear about remote viewing and leaving leaving Earth. And my experience with meditation and leaving Earth and flying, I mean, I've been around the moon. I've been through Jupiter. I'm a Sagittarius, born in December, and Jupiter is astrological planet of mine. So how can I do that? We don't even know what's on the other side of the moon. Well, I disagree. I believe that if you get into a deep meditation and you release yourself from the gravity and from doubting yourself, that you can leave this earth while you're sitting up in bed, on a sofa, in a chair, you're in a quiet environment, and you just go. And so we know that there have been other countries that have sent probes, even our country, to the other side of the moon. We don't see the other side of the moon. And so we don't know, right? I don't know what it looks like. But I bet if a collective of people decided to just meditate, take a pen and paper and draw what you think you see. And I bet the majority of us would be able to come up and actually illustrate what is on the dark side of the moon. You only limit yourself. And people limit themselves because of doubt and fear. And so when you are doubting yourself and you are fearful of this life, your frequency, the flow in this body, starts to deteriorate. You're tired, your health goes down. You may be arguing with other people. You may be on your laptop, iPad, computer, whatever, being volatile with people who you don't know on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your X, Snapchat, on Reddit, because you are angry and you want other people to feel sorry for you and angry. And I had to get rid of somebody in my life like that. And being an empath and doing readings for people, when I was watching a video with Billy Carson, and he just recently went through a divorce, and it's hard for people when you are in love with that person and you're just like, why is this happening? Like, how can I? You give everything to this person, you share everything, and you want the good, because it's a trade-off, right? You want the good to happen, and so when the trade-off is one that is causing pain, and you said something that this person didn't like, you said something that made this person so angry at you, and it takes a lot to forgive for some people, because people are raised in certain ways in their life. And when you're a child and being disciplined, if you had both parents in your life, and having a mother, and mothers with sons are so important to me, and how you respect the divine female. And because when you grow up as a male and you are being mean to a girlfriend, being mean to a fiance, you are constantly being mean to your wife. And so these things are a concern, because you're questioning yourself, and it doesn't mean, oh, I married somebody who's an alpha and I have low self-esteem. It's not that. It's probably that you got caught up in someone who was a narcissist. And a lot of, from what I have heard and read, narcissistic personality disorder, very prevalent. It seems like never it's hard to change, and to be with that person and you're trying to help and change them. We already know people that are alcoholics, it starts within. You have to change yourself before you have to love yourself and want to love yourself in order to change and love someone else. So Billy Carson is going, I feel like he's back on track. He still has a lot of things that he's dealing with. And I feel psychically it's from this ex-wife, Elizabeth Carson. They're divorced now. They weren't married that long. I think they were married for a little bit over a year. And Billy did a video. I'll put the link up when this stream ends. And her name is Dr. Sarah Fontenot. She's African-American. She has a PhD. And they just went in on borderline personalities, disorders, and all of this. And I think that that when you live with someone and you're dealing with this, even after divorce, you feel, I'm not saying, I don't think Billy feels like he's a failure. He's highly successful. And there are a lot of the channels that I follow, these people have written books. They are at Contact in the Desert, which deals with esoteric different knowledges, people that have been to Egypt and are questioning how the pyramids were built. They've been to Peru and Machu Picchu. How was that built? So you have all these different countries like Turkey, Göbekli Tepe. And you can tell on the very bottom of Göbekli Tepe, supposedly it was built tens of thousands of years ago, but they are trying to find out how were these things built? How was it built? And we're just assuming things because we don't know. Where did they get their download from? Where did they get the information? How were these 110 stone blocks made out of granite moved? How did they move it? Was it hundreds of people? How did they move it? Did they pour water in the sand and just hundreds of people moving a stone block? And was it a ramp of some kind? These people were amazing. Whoever thinks that your past, that these were dumb people, like people from Egypt, and here Egypt is exploding with tourism. And I don't think people that spend a whole bunch of money and go there think these people were dumb. Those pyramids are still standing. There's probably pyramids buried underneath that sand in Egypt and other countries that will never be found. But how come they all look the same? Why do some of the, if not all, the pyramids in Mexico look like the ones in Egypt or Turkey or Thailand or Vietnam, Australia? I mean, like, how is that done? Where did they get the download? Were there architects 10,000 years ago giving them this knowledge, and somehow the knowledge was not on a papyrus? It was not chiseled in stones. So we don't know. And I always feel like it'll be timing. Everything is timing, right? Will a papyrus that's buried deep in the sand, doesn't have to be Egypt, maybe Turkey, maybe Mexico, and it will describe and give exactly how these pyramids, these megalithic statues were built. Right now we're in an age of artificial intelligence, chat GBT. There are some people that believe that is highly demonic. They say it's written in the Bible, even though they have to use an iPad or a computer for their job. They don't want artificial intelligence telling them or explaining how things are if you ask it a question. But I look at it as this. Unless you want to go back and be a Mennonite, live over there, be Amish, or just go off the grid, find a little island somewhere, don't have any Wi-Fi internet, you're going to fish, you are going to raise your food some kind of way, you're not going to have any contact with humans, you are just out there and you don't want to deal with anything computers, artificial intelligence at all. Well, you know, they talk about Einstein, greatest scientist in the world, right? And his theory, past, present, and future, that we're living. How can that be? How can we live in the past, present, and future? I'm talking to you, but I know that things are going on in and around me, behind me. This is all energy. There's planes in the sky, I'm assuming. There's my neighbors. There's dogs barking, kids in school. And so, hi, who's here? Andrew, how are you? Nice to meet you. Um, I'm just assuming the world is still going on as I sit here in front of a screen and I'm talking to people live. That is amazing. I don't know if do I want to go 10 years back? Probably. There's some people I miss. I've lost both my parents, mom and dad, other family members and friends. Would I change it to be what? I have to accept where I'm at right now, but I can change myself. I can change anything I want. I try not to limit too much. I help other people. I'm kind. I feel I'm a nice person. But after a while, if you are showing sides of yourself that is being highly disrespectful to me or my family or my good friends, then I'm going to question that. I might have to cut that out. Doesn't matter if you're family or friends. I just don't want to be surrounded by that. I just don't. This life is too short. Why do I have to deal with somebody that is constantly bombarding me with negative and a lower frequency when I'm trying to raise my vibration, right? We raise the flow of energy. You raise that flow. Everything is energy. Everything. Like, I know you see this cup, it's got coffee in it. And I feel like this body has electricity in it. It also has water. And if the body is made up of, I forget, 75 or 80% of water, and of course, you have electricity because of nerves, you got to have that spark to actually be alive. And water is a conduit of energy. We are surrounded on this blue planet by water, right? We have to have water to survive as humans. And so electricity, I mean, look at lightning. I don't know if I have this, I'm into crystals, amethyst, citrine. I've been given so many different stones from people because of being an esoteric knowledge and just loving that part of my existence is important. Yes. I'm reading the chat. Hello, Andrew. So there's been so much going on, and I think we turn our attention to what's happening social media wise. And it's like, oh my goodness, that is happening. Oh my gosh, and then I have family trying to discuss politics and stuff. And I can't really get on board on all of that. It's highly negative. And I question, I'm like, if it gets too bad, are you planning on moving out of the United States? And 100% all of them say no. Because where are you going to go? Where do you think is better? Because you're going to have to live in another country that has different values. And there's people that do move out of the United States, and they move out. That's the beauty of living in some countries, that you have options, and having options in life, I feel, is important. If you're not happy with your job, if you're not happy, it's hard if you're married, then you got to go through marriage counseling and deal with that, because it wears you down. And so you have to be healthy and, stay within love and kindness. And I'm not saying for you to let people step all over you because you're kind. No, it's just, my motto back, and I think I learned it in 2018 or 2019, was when I was learning about gematria, which is numbers and letters. And Zachary Hubbard um, I don't know. I came across his YouTube channel because I was looking up a football player, and I had went in the search engine on YouTube, typed in this football player, and excuse me, I burped. Zachary Hubbard. I don't know how. I don't even know if he. I don't think he came up in my feed. He just came up, and I was like, oh, this guy's. And now I know about numerology. I've known about numerology since I was a child, and I never really knew there was a whole other language of gematria, which is the Kabbalah. And when will you come to Egypt, my love? Oh, you don't know. I got to get over to Egypt. I got to get to Elephantine Island. There's a lot. So I'm saving up because when I do come, I feel I want to spend about 3 weeks or 4 weeks there and really not only see the pyramids in Cairo and Luxor and all that and go through the museum, but really explore that whole thing. And that is when I'm completely done and I'm retired, and it's coming up. In a few years, I'll be retired, and I will be able to travel and not be tied down to a job. So that's when I'm coming to Egypt and visiting some other countries. So, because it's just, I know I'm going to love it. Yeah, wait for me for a few more years. But so yeah, so this whole thing about, being on a path of exploring, right? I always feel you can never have too much knowledge. And so while you are learning about, and I learned about gematria through Zachary Hubbard, I actually bought his book, his first, it wasn't even a book, it was a PDF, and he was giving it out free to people. I still feel I have the link. And it was long, it was like, close to 900 pages. And he talked about letters and numbers. And he, of course, growing up in school, you learn A, B, C, D, E. And we learned that the Greeks, are the ones that developed the alphabet. And the alphabet has 26 letters. So A is 1 and Z is 26. And so the whole thing with numerology and gematria is that it is associated with letters. And so once you put, like, my first name, so if you go through the alphabet and the numerology of that and add the K to the numbers, it comes out cipher. I really understand all that. It is a language to learn. There's so much to it. And I'm in support of people that are learning gematria. It is not that easy. But it's like anything else. You have to study and you have to read, and then you have to use the codes and the deciphers and to decipher the language, right? And so learning that really enhanced my knowledge. And so when you go off of that, and I feel artificial intelligence, unless it becomes sentient, and I do feel at one point it will. And we already have the drones, and you look at the movies, these science fiction movies out there, even the Star Trek series back in the 60s. And it's kind of fun to watch some of the advanced, what they felt knowledge was at that time. Well, fast forward to the 20th century, and I think it's over 15 or 20 different objects and things that they talked about is now real. So I feel in my heart, and I don't think I'm wrong on this, that humans are given the knowledge and everything is timing. And there is knowledge that is probably already known. I don't know if I'll be around, but will be coming out in the next 30, 40, or 50 years. It's going to be a different world. And it's not going to be where I feel we will be able to explore other dimensions, whether we're off the planet or not. The only thing that I have an issue with, and NASA, I don't believe any human has ever been on the moon. And I've gotten backlash on X and talking to people. And it's my belief. You believe what you want to believe. I just feel that we never got past the Van Allen belts that surrounds our planet. The Van Allen belts is a radiation, very high radioactive belt, and there's more than one. And so you get past that, the Van Allen belts and the moon, and why is it taking the United States? It's been what, over 50 years to get back on the moon, to send a human to the moon. Why is that? I mean, we did it supposedly, right? We did it in the late 60s and 70s. What happened? Why we should have been going up there every year for the past 50 years. Should be buildings and all kinds of stuff up there. But no human, not even Russia. And Russia also is capable of putting an actual building and men, sending them to the moon. China is another country. These are your wealthy countries that have the capabilities to build rockets and put a human being or more than one and send them to the moon. There hasn't been any of that. China has never sent a man to a moon. Neither has Russia. Don't you think they would boast about that and talk about that? Right? So I have issues with my own country. So that's just me. That's my opinion. I'm going to stick with it. But so what time is it, guys? I've been on here almost 37 minutes. I've got to get off of here. I am starving. What time is it? It's 11:05. So I didn't want to spend too much time on this particular live. I will come back again later today. I'm going to be doing some tarot card readings for my other YouTube channel. It's a little bit dark. I'm going to be discussing some other interest of mine that I don't want to put on this channel anymore. Unfortunately, I can't do live readings yet on there until I start building. I think I need 50 or 60 more people on this other channel in order to do live readings and things. And always remember, when I say live readings, no psychic, no intuitive, no sensitive is 100% correct. So I will put that link down, and it will not be, I can't go live, so I'm going to have to upload videos and do some readings that have already been talked about. But I'm going to delve deep into some other subjects. We're going to do some readings on some people that aren't very nice people. And I kind of want to know a little bit more about what's going on. All right, guys. It's been 39 minutes counting down, and I don't want this to be too long of a live video. And I hope that you guys stick with me. Please like and share this video. If there is any subject, especially esoteric subjects that you want to talk about, please, I'll put my email address, which is paradigma theories. It's at gmail.com. And you can also follow me on X. That is a very public, that's not a private, that's not private for people. You can go on there. The only one that's private is my Instagram. and I don't share my private photos. That's just me. I'm kind of on Facebook, but I haven't posted on there in years. So basically, YouTube and X is really where, like I said, X is public. So I love you guys. Please take good care of yourselves. Be nice. Think before you speak. And I will come back. I'm going to probably come back later in the day. I'm starving right now. I got to get something to eat. And then I've got to start doing some other, I'm going to upload some videos I'm going to do. Okay. Love to all. Thank you so much. I've had a few people to show up. Yeah, you know, I appreciate you guys. So I'm going to end the stream. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. And I will come back later. Right now it's 11:08 a.m. Give me a few hours. I may be coming back around 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, or I may come back before that. It just depends on how fast I can upload these other videos. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves. This is Kim Ainari. Thank you for showing up here. Love to everyone. Take care. And I'm going to see you guys a little bit later on today. All right. Bye.